Let me see what's going on. If I got the right one up. I think I do. Been having some issues. I don't want to say technical issue. It uh could be my issues, but we'll see. We'll see if this works. We'll see if anyone shows up, and if there's anything in particular anyone wants to talk about. Maybe do some breath work. To take care of just a few things while we're up here by myself. Hey, Jace, what's up? Jace says all working. Nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate the feedback. So, what kind of phone? What kind of new phone did you get, Jace? I'm setting up my live stream for tomorrow morning as we speak. Just taking advantage. As when I started, there was no one here, but I'll jump out in a minute and we'll get started talking about something or other. You guys let me know what you want to talk about. Hey, Song of Hand. Song of Hand says, hi, Yogi friend. Nice to see you, Song of Hand. Let's see. Jay says another Samsung. I have insurance set up. Nice. I like Samsung. I have nothing to compare it to. I have never had a iPhone. Mocha, my stepkid, my friends, they all have iPhones. I'm low tech. I get by with, you know, I get by with what I have. Of course, that was before I decided to be a professional YouTuber. Maybe I should change. Who knows? Songahan says, Jason, I'm watching the England game. Who's winning? Who are they playing? So what is this for? What's all the football games for? This isn't World Cup, right? It's too. I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Got one more thing to do, guys. Oops, I read that. Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix says, so Yogi, and chat, blessings to you, my friend. Happy Friday, and happy Friday to you. It is nice to see you. Songhan says it's called Nations League. Jace says Euro qualifiers, I think. Jace, you ever play football before? Soccer, as we say here, and I don't know why. I don't know why we say it here. I don't know why the entire world calls it football and we call it soccer. I wonder how that even got started. Hey, Lisa, happy birthday. Guys, it's Lisa's birthday today. Lisa's got style. You ever watch her videos? You know what? Lisa does have style. That's not just a title. That is an actuality. Jay says, Selena. Hey, Selena. Selena says, Jay Salou. All right, I'm going to bring up my desktop now. Hey, Jason. Jason, I missed you live the last couple of times. Baby Grind says, hey, white man. Hey, whatever. Gender neutral, indiscerned color that I don't know. Give me a second, guys. All right. Genesis says, can you give you my email? I don't know how safe that is. You can, if you want, you can send me an email on my if you go to my page, my homepage, my channel page, my email's in the link, and you can send me an email, Jonathan, if you want. Jason says, "Hey, everyone, having a bad evening." What's going on, Jason? Hey, John. John Pohl. W. Grind says, WHI. Don't know what that means. Phoenix says, Lisa, happy birthday. We get a happy birthday from Jace. Lisa says that means a lot. Well deserved. Lisa, you put a lot of work and effort in your channel, and it shows. You are, my friend, you're a professional. Jenna says, hello, how you doing? Want to ask you something? You can ask me something. You've been wanting to ask me something for a while. Anytime you want. Tina says, sorry, I missed this. Good morning, Yogi Eric, and hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, Selena. How are you? I mean, you certainly can give me your email. I just don't know exactly how safe it is. Phoenix says, hit the like. Thank you, my friend. Lisa says, thank you, everyone. Willis says, sorry, mate, you're not really late. I was actually a little late myself. We've only been up for about 6 minutes. Oh, W Grind says, how are you? Grind, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? What's new with you? Willis says, how are you, Yogi? I'm doing pretty good, Willow. How about you? How was your workout, Willow? Hey, Dan. Poor Man's Gym is here. Lisa says, thanks so much. Well, what a compliment. You know what? It's an observation. I watch because I'm trying to do this because I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this well, YouTube. So I watch a lot of channels. So it's an observation that, I see what you're doing. Carpenter, Jonathan. Yeah, it might be better if you just go ahead and send me an email, Jonathan. Jay says, Yogi, I can throw a ball accurately, punt very well, and wide receive. Not bad with a soccer ball, too. And we get a meow. I played high school football. Not for long, though. Cat says, Yogi, I got a call from work. I'm going back full time. I think that's good. Well, interesting. If you think it's good, then I think it's good. I'm going to tell you something, though. I'm going to miss you. I enjoy long weekends with Cat and Jack. Sure. Hey, Charlotte. Charlotte says, hey, Yogi. Nice to see you, Charlotte. So what's new, Dan? If I'm missing anything, let me know, guys. Phoenix says, don't miss out. Set your notifications bell so that you don't miss when Mr. Yogi goes live. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for that. And if you don't mind, guys, it would definitely help the channel. Sniper is here. Hey, Marie. I've been waiting 7 whole hours to finally watch this live. That's a long time to wait. So my name backwards, Carpenter Jonathan. 769. Sure, just someone asked me right here, right now. Jay says, in bed now, Willa. Cena says, Cat and Jack, congratulations, amazing news. Sniper says, greetings again, Eric. Jace been telling radio jokes again. I don't know if I've heard a radio joke. Jonathan says, I didn't see it. Yeah, it's definitely there. 100%. Willis says football is good. Dan's driving, can't chat much. What's up, Vern? Yoda says, can we do some breath work? Yes, 100%. Marie says, hey, Songyo. Also, Songyo, quick favor, check the community page on this account. Yoda says, football is good. Hit the like button. Thank you, Vern. All right, everyone's saying hi. I think I'm caught up, right? The bare feet, no socks joke. Got it. Phil says, how is your cat? How are your cats? They're both doing pretty good. Spent some time with both of them. They said hi. And one will be here in a little bit, driving me crazy, of course. Hey, Chris. Hey, guys. Chris isn't one to brag. She's a very humble person. But, and maybe I don't want to overspeak. Chris got some big name celebrities in her chat today. She'll let you know, Hill, but they're very, very famous. Marie says, if I leave, it's either I'm editing or Tina says, Nature Dog Realms, hello. Jace waves at Chris. Squirrel says, hi again, Nature Dog Realms. We get Jace, Lena, and Marie. Chris is laughing. Chris, so you got to let him know who came into your chat. Cypher says, name drop Eric. I'm going to let him know. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Tom Cruise himself. Some of you might be skeptics. Some of you might scoff. That wasn't really Tom Cruise. I don't know. He seemed awful Tom Cruise-like, if you ask me. What do you think, Chris? Santa says, Chris, who did you see? Willow says, Yogi, I got a question later. Sure, ask away, Willow, whenever you need, whenever you want. Maybe we'll do that 4x4 breath again, Willow. A lot of people seem to like that. Willow says, yep. Chris says, Michael Myers, Scarface. Yes, all kinds of famous people came in. It was like a celebrity party. Sniper says, Chris, how tall was he? That's a dead giveaway. Willis says, how are you, Yogi? I know I already asked, but still, I'm good. I am good. Marie's going to go edit now. See ya. I hope you stop back in, Marie. Selena says, Tom Cruise, I love him. IDGF, how many couches he's jumped on? I think it was only one, though. We should all be forgiven for jumping on a couch now and then. I'm not big on the Scientology myself. Hey, if it works for you, if it's causing no harm, who am I to argue? It's definitely not my path. I know some Scientologists, and they feel like they've gotten something out of it. This is sleep time. Be blessed. My eyes are watering. See you after a blink. One love. Thank you, Jace. Appreciate you staying up a little bit later to come in and say hi. Selena says, Squirrel Sniper, for all the same height when lying down? Depends on your nose. And how long your toes are. Chris says, bye, Jace. Sniper says, Selena, that's celestial. So what was he wearing during the slide dance and risky business? Selena says, Jace, Good night and take care. So, do you guys hang out with Chris, Nature's Dog Realms? Because her live streams are just so much fun. They're scenic when we go for a walk. Um, if you're not hanging out with Chris, you're really missing out, guys. I'm the King says hi. Hey King, how are you? Sebastian say hello. Hey Sebastian. Chris says that was a crazy funny live today. Do you know what I absolutely loved about it? I'm the King says I knew here. Well, welcome, my friend. Zephyr says Selena Celestial, no comment. Sebastian says, hey Yoda, hope you feel better after the gym. Yeah, hey, how was your workout? Did I miss your comment, Willow? Cat says I love Nature's Dog Realms. Me too. But you know what my favorite part was when Tom Cruise first came in, um, and then Scarface and everyone else, her laughing. She was having so much fun. I love people who have fun on their live streams. I'm the King says you're one of the best YouTubers. I would thank you, thank you. I would correct that. I am one of the YouTubers. I take out the word best. I am one of the YouTubers. That I could agree with 100%. Willis says, yes, you did. It wasn't the worst workout. Well, good. Hey, you didn't happen to do any burpees by any chance, did you? Chris says, hey, Sebastian. Sebastian says, hey to Nature Dog Realms. Hi, Anna. Anna says, hi, Yogi. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you again today, Anna. Let's bring up I'm the King's channel. I just subscribed to you, my friend. Simple says, save Eric reading that. So, Selena says, "Go step. I'm not going there. I'm just in a good mood, friend." No burpees today, but push-ups though. Nice, Willow. Hey, Willow, how long you been working out for? Chris says, "Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Thank you." Nightmare says, "Yes, Jezerski. Yes, Jezerski. I think I got that right the first time, right?" Sniper says, "Selena the social. You know we have already summoned Amazing Amanda. I hope she is doing well." Selena says, "Nightmare, hello." Sebastian says, "Yoda, hats off to you. I can't even make it through the gym door. I always make an excuse. I'll start next week. I'll start next week is my fave." So what about actually starting next week, Sebastian? Hey, you know what's different this time? You have an entire community behind you. Or hey, if you don't want to go to the gym, you can follow along with Jace or my good friend Duncan Walsh Fitness Motivation, whose channel now is the $1 billion Solution. Um, he has a 28-day fast track, no equipment needed program. And it's a big discount right now. And you get an additional 25 discount if you put in my name, if you put in Eric, 25. I yeah, I'm not affiliated, but he asked me if I would, talk about it. And I'm a big fan of Duncan. Um, and he would give a discount code. So I said, sure. Nightmare says hi to Selena. Selena says, Scroll Sniper, you have no idea the full power of my abilities. Willow says, like probably about a year, maybe, I don't know. I started when I was really down low and someone told me to go and I just love the gym now. Nice. I'm glad you have that spot. That's important. Willow says, Sebastian, I used to be like that. Sebastian says, Eric, very true indeed. We're really lucky. I hope everyone realizes that. How lucky we are, the community that we're building. Not my community. It's not a burpee community. It is not a fishing community. It's not a what else? What other? It's just a community. It involves everyone, all different aspects. It has fishing channels. It has crafting channels. It has gaming channels. It has burpee and fitness channels. It has whatever it is that I do channel. Um, we have tarot card readers. We have, hey, I don't know why this just occurred to me and I forgot. Sniper, you said you put up 2 new shorts today, right? You did. I just brought it up. I'll be over there to check them out after the live stream, Sniper. Selena says, spiritual community, it's everything rolled into one. Absolutely. And I love it, just keeps branching out. We keep getting new people in all different channels, and then they reach out to person after person. Hey, Jonathan, you never, never, never have to apologize to me. You haven't done anything. And it says, how are you, Yoda? Nemer says, Yogi, have you heard from Brother Skits? I haven't heard from him. No, it's been maybe earlier in the week he was here. I'm connected with him on Messenger. So if he doesn't pop in tonight, I'll send him a message and make sure he's okay. Phyllis says, oh yeah, Sniper, I will check them out later. Pet channels, absolutely, Yoda. Art channels. Here's the thing with Chris, Nature's Dog Realms, Daisy May, Tundra, Lever Toy Pups. Oh, we also have gardening, homesteading channels. Our good friend Odom, our good friend Kay Renee, others as well. For me, Nature's Dog Realms, Daisy May, Tundra, Lever Toy Pups, they're emotional health channels. They are where you go to leave everything at the door and you just come in and you're there. You're with friends, you're welcomed. Uh, you play some games, you do some crossword puzzles, you play the lottery, you hang out with dogs, you go for a walk. The whole thing is designed to like a big welcome and a warm hug. You're being invited in a friend's kitchen or living room or to take a walk with them, and you feel better. I inevitably, guys, I'm going to pat myself on the back for using that word. Inevitably, um, I'm just so proud of myself. I said it without stumbling over it. I couldn't even say Selena last night, and now I just used inevitably. Shoot, I went to the well once too often, and I messed up. Anyway, um, I always feel better after being there. Every time, 99.9.999, I feel better. Good. It says, Anna, fine. Are you fine? Good or bad? Hey, Frenchie. Lots of thunder. Lots of thunder your way. What, Jonathan? I got to be honest with you. I don't know what you're talking about. You come in and you say that you want to ask me something, and then you never ask, and then you say sorry, and you'll stop. But everything's okay. You're always free to ask me anything. You're always free not to ask me anything. You're free to hang out and have fun and get to know people. Whatever. Jonathan, everything's okay. Cena says, Sebastian, I just met Brian, but he's freaking awesome. Anyone with that type of discipline is inspiring to me. Let's see. Sebastian says, there's some beautiful, caring people here, Eric. There are. And Sebastian, I count you as one of them. Selena says, Sebastian, I just met Brian. You talking about Brian Lane? Sebastian says, Nightmare, he's a lovely young man. Skits, he is. He hugely talented. Let's see. Selena says, Frenchie, hello. Hope you're sheltered and dry. Hell is no joke. No, it isn't. That's for sure. Anna says she's fine too. And thank you to Yoga. Willis says, Anna, fine. Are he fine? Good or bad? Frenchie says, thank you, Selena. Very kind of you. Yes, warm and safe. Emma says, I agree, Sebastian. He brings a lot of joy to these chats. He does. He's beyond being hugely talented. He is a whole lot of fun. Great sense of humor. Yoda says, fine doesn't answer to me. Good or bad? She says she's good. Sniper says, oops. Willis says, that's good, Anna. You can't say fine. She's laughing. She's just joking. Sniper says, Selena, do you have the Foundation International in Australia? Have you heard of it? Colin Bloy. Well, says it means different in my mind. Got you. Selena says, Yogi Eric, you're only human. This is true. I love Pierre Desjardins Teilhard. His famous quote that we are not human beings who have an occasional spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Nature says, Nature's All Realm says, that is so sweet. Yogi, thank you. You're the best. I call it like I see it, Chris. Like I mentioned up above when we were celebrating Lisa's birthday, I go to a lot of channels. And I always try to spend a little bit of time every channel that I go to. I try to connect with people, not so much to grow my channel. I love being able to connect with people and helping other people grow their channels. I just like connecting with people, helping other channels if I can. So I see a lot of channels, and it gives me a fair, I don't want to say comparison, but it gives me a wide view of what people are doing. So it's, for me, when I say that about your channel, Chris, it's a fair observation. It's based upon, everything I've seen. It's based upon how I feel when I'm in your channel, and the joy that everyone, you are well loved. Everyone loves being there. Hey, Monkey Man. Hey, I did mention earlier today, it was nice meeting your girlfriend, right? Monkey Man says, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone has a fantastic day so far. So far, pretty good. Oops. Gotta take my nighttime supplement. Nightmare says, Yogi's superpower is bringing out the best in people. It certainly isn't kettlebells anymore. It certainly isn't burpees anymore. Sniper says, Willow, 11. 1 says, otherwise, what did I miss here? Sniper says, say to Frenchie. Healing through dowsing, Selena. Will says, Anna, fine is my word for fine in my mind. His life is hell. I need to help what fine is to me. I open up that much, Yogi. I never told anyone on what I think fine means. in my mind before. It's a big step, Willow. I hope you always know, you know, I think you saw how Sniper was, how protective he was, um, with people who care about you tremendously. Hold up 1 second, guys. Selena says she personally doesn't use dousing a pendulum work, but I can appreciate the use of that medium in other light workers. Yeah, everyone has their tool of choice, right? With Selena, it's tarot cards. At least that's one of them. Hey, Selena, do you do any other modalities? Selena says nightmare. By the way, please note I have correctly said nightmare in every single statement so far this evening. I have not once said Night Watcher. Of course, now that's going to be in my head, so you know it's going to happen. Thank you, Selena. Please notice that I am pronouncing Selena correctly every single time as well. I think. Willa says, "Yep, I know. Yeah, thanks all. We got you back, my friend." Willa says, "I mean, I'm opening up, so that's good, I guess." It is. Um, you know, modes of communication. Neymer says, "Agreed," and he even knows how to say Selena now. Awesome. Thank you for pointing that out, by the way. Kat says, "Selena is super welcoming. I really like Selena." Well, I would be amiss by not mentioning Kat and Jack, by the way, and her live streams. I don't get to see them all that often, but guess what? I do watch the replays. But for my money, Kat and Jack has a magical quality in her shorts. Willa says, "Yes, Selena." Selena says, "Yoda, if someone asks me if I'm okay and I ever say I'm fine, I'm not okay, I'd probably peed off." Willa says, "Exactly every time I say I'm fine, I'm not, but yeah." Nightmare says, "Maybe you're over your trolling ways, or maybe it's all been a super plot from day one, and it's unfolding perfectly as planned." Hey, Carl. Carl says, "Good evening. Good evening to you, my friend. How are things in Ireland?" Willa says, "Thanks. They've got your backs too. Always, my friends. I appreciate that, Willa." Sniper says, "I made these moments part of a waking and nighttime ritual." Man, I can't even begin to tell you guys what a good friend uh, Squirrel Sniper has been for over a year now, as well as Eric Lapointe. They've logged in some serious yogi watch hour times, and never once did they ever pull me aside and say, "Hey, you ever think about talking about anything else?" I hope you're doing well, Carl. Sebastian says, "I feel here it's like you're at dinner table with nice company. When you're surrounded by nice people, it brings out the best in us, I find." Agreed, Sebastian. Someone was it last night? Someone said it's like having a convers. It's like trying to have a good conversation with a busy bartender. Selena says, Eric, you're on fire with the pronunciation. I am noticing. I dabble in letter scrying, but I focus on tarot cards. But I do astrology energy readings and true crime energy readings. Nice. I remember you mentioning the true crime. Milka does tarot card readings, but not that often. She dabbles. Selena is laughing with Nightmare. This is Cat Jack, your awesome sister. She is awesome. Well, it says I posted a drawing today on a short. It isn't the best I've done before, though. Well, it says I need to stop staying fine. Lucy says, Good evening, Lucy. How are you? Lucy always enters with so much love, guys. Selena says, Carl, hello. Hello. It's 10 p.m. here. You gonna do any live stream this weekend, Carl? Lucy says, Evening Nightmare. Stepper says, Greetings to Carl and Nightmare and Lucy's World. Selena says, oh, 2 shorts today, Selena. Selena says, Nightmare, the conspiracy theory thickens, and I'm living for it. Who knows what's going to happen? Hey, Selena, thank you for the encouragement for our friend Carl. I hope everyone goes and checks out Carl's new videos. Lisa says, I'm doing great. How are you, Eric? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good day. Hey, so I mentioned this afternoon, with our friend Willow. We have a thing. She will always ask me, so what's been good today? Like, what one good thing? It could be more than one. What good thing has happened today? And I always ask that with Willow as well. I'd like to ask everyone in the chat, though. So, what's one good thing today? Could be more, but if you build on that, what one good or fantastic or wonderful or magical thing has happened to you today? Let's see. Selena says, Yogi Eric, I've been a professional certified practicing tarot card reader for 10 plus years. Nice. Here in Australia. I'm new to social media, but not tarot. Gotcha. That's pretty amazing, Selena. Willa says, Yogi, can wait on the breath work. I got to go now. Not that long. I just need to put my cat in the cages for bed. But at the moment, he's running around like a headless chicken. I don't know why. I will be. Okay, we'll be here. Lucy says that's swell. Thank you, Lucy. Selena drops the link for Carl. Thank you, Selena. If you guys want to check out Carl's videos, got 2 new shorts up. Our friend Carl is in Ireland. Give me 1 second, guys. Take a brief little trip over there. All right, what's going on here? Hey, Bushka, did someone say Ireland? We did say Ireland. We're talking about our friend Carl. Bushka, how are you? Chris says, had a curl. Nightmare says, I'm alive, sir. That's my amazing thing that happened today. 100% that's the thing. I'm grateful for every day. Me too. This afternoon I talked about my gratefulness practice that I started decades ago, saying thank you 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Based upon Meister Eckhart's wonderful quote, if the only prayer one ever said the entirety of their life was thank you, that alone would suffice. And how I started it as a practice, and it got me through when I could think of nothing to be grateful for. Now it's not even a practice, now it's spontaneous. I wake up grateful because I've been logging in those morning after morning after morning, where at first I felt nothing, and then I had to search, and then I started noticing things, and now I wake up grateful because, like Nightmare said, I'm alive. Not only am I alive, I'm alive by grace. I did nothing to earn it. I did absolutely nothing to deserve it. I simply woke up and everything is prepared for me. I don't have to make air. I don't need to open a bottle of air and say, yes, I need my morning air. I don't have to call forth the sun. It's all magical. Think about that, how magical it is that everything is arranged, fine tuned for our existence without us having to do a single thing. If the sun was just a tiny little decimal less distance than it is now, we would freeze. If it was just a little bit closer, we would burn to a crisp. If the moon was off kilter, we wouldn't have the tides. Gravity would be thrown off. Well, it says, didn't take as long as I thought it would. I got Vader in after running around the kitchen trying to grab him. I get him. He ended up running in his cage. I think Yoda helped. He scared him and him. Gotcha. Good to have Yoda on your side. Then it says, my sister's married to a cork man. Bushka says, so does Selena and nature. Bushka says, hi everyone. Hope you all keep it well. Thank you, Bushka. Lola says, what breath work are we doing today? Can we do that thing today, my friend? Are you talking about the tapping? So we've done a bunch of breath work. Is there one particular one you would like to do? Hey, Jim Rat. Lisa says, I do have some bad news. I thought about doing a short live about this situation, even though I'm not ready yet. My cousin's wife's sister got behind the wheel of a car and crashed it, and it killed her. Oh, wow. And it killed her 3-year-old. Prayers, Lucy. Devastating. So sorry to hear that. If you don't think you're ready for it, there's no hurry, my friend. Jim Rat says, Yowza, what's up, my friend? I just got off work, contemplating a workout. What are you going to do today, Jim Rat? Nightmare says, isn't God amazing beyond words? Yes, absolutely. And literally so. This is why, I mentioned earlier, the Tao Te Ching begins with the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. The God that can be described is not the true God. It's only a description of a description of a description. That's why I loved Herman Melville and Moby Dick. He says, silence is the only voice of God. Selena says, Lucy, prayers for your family. Thank you, Selena. Bushka says, sorry to hear. Lucy and sends prayers. Selena says, silly hello. Chris says, Lucy, sorry to hear that. And it's so awful. Prayers to that father. Can't imagine what the father is going through. Yes. You better believe the mother is going to jail. Sorry, guys. Let me catch up here. Selena says, my name, Greek origin means the moon. Interesting. Fitting. Very fitting. Chris says, he is Nightmare. Jim Rat raves at Selena. Chris says, I like that, Selena. Willis says, exactly, I need good to fight the evil. Joking, he's not evil, he's just a pain. Willis says, I like the hand on the idea. I like my cat breath, and I like a lot of them. I think the one I don't like that didn't help, but don't remember the name. Was that the humming breath? Although we could always give that another shot. DC says, thank you, Selena. Nature of the prayers need to go to that family. We'll be visiting them Sunday. DC says, thanks, Eric. Absolutely, my friend. DC says, I'm not ready, but this is very serious. What's your heart tell you to do, Lucy? Willis says, sometimes he's a pain, sometimes he's nice. Most times he's nice. That's the way my cat is, my one upstairs cat. Downstairs cat is always nice. Both of them are always nice. They just have odd ways of showing it, like paws in the leg. Then it says, name of God is King. Jim Rat says, I feel like doing something, but at the same time, nothing. Hey, Jim Rat, when's your first attempt at a fast Holy Grail going to be? Are you going to do it before the 26th, or are you going to wait until after? Sepper says, why isn't an iPhone charger called Apple Juice? Yeah, they did miss out on that. Weird. Willis says, Yogi, you always make me smile and laugh when you laugh and smile. Thank you. Thanks, my friend. I needed that today. Thank you for saying that. And I mentioned this before. If I had to do everything from day one on my channel with the sole purpose being to get you to smile, to get you to laugh, I would have done everything that I did to get to this point. Hands down, without question. Willis says, yeah, the humming one. Can't say the name. Yeah, that one. But yeah, we can try. Willis says he just tries attacking you. She does a pretty effective job. Lucy says it will only be that live. I'm still waiting till May or June to come back. Gotcha. Again, Lucy, if that's what your heart is telling you to do, Neighbor says everyone's cat sounds cool. My cat steals food from my plate when I'm not looking. That's pretty cool too. Lucy says when I get back, I'm going to being open panel and open my viewers post. I'm not ready yet. Never any hurry, Lucy. Willa says, thanks. I love coming on your live streams. Even if I'm having a bad day, you always make me smile. Zephyr says, I just managed to tie my hair back. Small ponytail, Eric. It's been a while. I remember when you got it cut. Was that in October? Neighbor says, I recommend a cat, Selena. Better than dogs, but don't tell anyone I said that. And Selena says, Lucy, you'll know when you're ready. Absolutely. I like cats and dogs. I miss having a dog. I would think about adopting a dog now. I sort of have one. I haven't seen her in over a month though. Mocha's dog. Generally speaking, I would see Mocha every day, but she's taking 6 classes right now, and um, it just hasn't worked out. So I haven't seen the dog, Misty, who's a Pomsky. It's a wonderful dog. Um, but I would get one. But since my cats are now 13, they don't like dogs. I figured that something must have happened to them to end up in a shelter at the age of 10. So whatever it was couldn't have been easy. I don't want to cause them any stress. They're here. They love being here. So I gotta wait with a dog, I think. Of course, if I saw that one was in trouble, that one really needed a home, I wouldn't hesitate. Hey, Isabella. Isabella, how are you? Yep, we can do breath work. Willis says I'll be open to mingle again too. Not looking, just open. Just saying. Seppi says I had to pass my shoulders last year. Yeah, I remember you popping up on one of the live streams and you had just cut your hair. Emma says, "Oh, that sounds like you have a favorite Yoda." It's a good question. Do you have a favorite, Willow? Selena says, "Isabel Sutton, hello." Carl says, "Life, nice live stream today, Selena." Willow says, "Nightmare? No, me never." So here's a question. Carl says, "Selena has encouraged me to carry on." Nice. Selena says, "Carl, that was yesterday." Um, and thank you so much. Zipper says, "Proper Maryland, Selena, that's you." Willa says, "Read up in the chat a bit." I said, "What what did I miss, Willa? About doing breath work soon? We will definitely do breath work soon." Um, and about you not having a favorite. So, anyone else interested in doing some breath work? Oh, I love them all the same. Just Yoda a bit more. I didn't say anything. Gotcha. I don't have a favorite cat. They are both annoying. They are both equally annoying. Carl says I want to get to 200. It's a good goal. Member says I'm always up for some breath work. So, how weird do you want to get with the breath work? Many of you have done this before. Maybe some of you haven't. If you want, we're going to hum like a bumblebee. Cena says, breath work, check. Pudding is very demanding. IDM. What's it stand for? Oh, I don't mind. Why did that take me so long to come to? I always feel someone's going to walk in. Oh, well, here's what we're going to do. I was going to bring up a timer. We were going to do a few rounds of the bumblebee breath to get that nitrous oxide building up, humming, particularly the bumblebee breath. Increases our natural production of nitrous oxide, which helps the heart. It's very heart healthy. It helps us relax, decreases stress, decreases anxiety. So even if you don't feel that maybe you sink into that magical place that we sometimes do with other breaths, then the vibration. Here's the key to doing the bees breath. Make sure that you lightly seal off the ears. Put your gaze between the eyebrows, very lightly. and allow the vibration of the hum to carry you away. So it says, I want to get weird with the breath work. I always want to get down with the weirdness. That's my comfort zone. You and me both. I was born to be weird, for sure. Carl says, can't do breath work, having a cup of tea. Gotcha. I had my tea just a bit ago. I had ginger and turmeric. So, what we do, Chris is laughing. We breathe in. Chris, have you ever done the bees breath with us before? Will says, I think it's the noise that doesn't allow me to settle in. I mean, it's not the worst noise. Lucy says, I was born weird. Me too. Hey, Leo. Wishing you a great evening, brother. Hey, Leo, I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. It's great seeing you back in action. So, the key is find the pitch that works for you. A nice, even hum. I'm going to do a quick demonstration. What we're going to do is we're going to do it 3, maybe 5 times. And then I'm going to set a timer. And we're immediately going to settle in to breathing in for 4, breathing out for 6. No breath retention. So we're going to do the humming breath for a few rounds because it's going to set the tone. It's going to increase the nitrous oxide production. And then we're going to settle into nice, even breathing in for 4, exhaling for 6. And we'll do that for 10 rounds. So here's the demonstration. Yes, it looks weird. But here's the thing, guys. You're lucky. No one sees you. The entire internet sees me being weird. Hardly seems fair, does it? Yoda says meow. She'll disappear once I start humming. So, it says Yogi figured out what I don't mind means, IDM means. See how far it's come. That was pretty amazing. I'm glad that you were there for my breakthrough. Let's see. Chris says, I heard that. You heard the cat? Hey, just talking to you. She looked right in the eye like me. She was talking about me. Yes, she was talking about you. And yes, I talked to my cat. Hey, Runner Boy. Runner Boy says, is this the Yokester? Nope. So, Willis says, laughing, yep, you're scaring the cat. Yeah, I don't mind. I was wondering if you knew what that meant. It took me a second. I figured it out. I think Nightmare could actually sense the wheels turning in my mind. Nightmare says he's on a roll. Sina says, Willis says, I don't we all? I talk to my pigs, guinea pigs, and all my pets. I talk to everything. Everything. Kenneth Wapnick, who was one of the very original. He was the editor of Course in Miracles, longtime teacher, psychologist, deep insights. His instructions: be kind to everything, and when he says everything, he means everything. Be kind to your keyboard. Talk to your keyboard. Be kind to everything. The reason why it teaches you, trains you to bypass the ego. It says, nightmare for sure. Runner Boy says, Yogi, can you make a poll? Should Yogi polish his head? I could make a poll. I'm not going to make a poll because everyone's going to vote yes, and you also know it's not going to happen. Marie is back. Welcome back, Marie. We're about to do some weird breathing. Willa says, I talk a lot of things, but keyboards, everything. I just have a kind word to say for everything. Gratitude. It makes it easy for me to communicate. Songahan says, I'm back too. Welcome back, Songahan. So, The plan is 3 to 5 rounds of humming breath, bumblebee breath. Let the vibrations carry you away. Don't think about the sound. Go for the vibration. That's the difference. 3 to 5 rounds. And then I'm going to lead you all into the breathing in for 4, exhaling for 6. Definitely talk to your car and my computer and my cat. So let me demonstrate really quick. Ready? I love that breath. Here's the key. Go for the vibration. Sink into the third eye. Gentle focus. We're withdrawing the senses. Eyes closed. Ears are sealed very gently. So I'm going to do it with you guys. Do it for the length of time of the exhalation that you can. If I start before you or if I start after you, that's perfectly okay. Let's do this 5 times. When I get to my 5th, I'm going to pause. And then I'm going to lead everyone through the 4-6 breath. Tina says, Yoda, I definitely found my people. Cypher says it's when the car talks back and makes sense. So what I would like everyone to do, sit in a chair straight. Wonder Boy is about to eat his kefir. Then do a restream after this breathing. I'm glad you're going to breathe with us, Wonder Boy. So we're sitting, we're relaxed. Notice your breath first. Where are you breathing? Where you feel your breath. Don't make any changes to it yet. Just notice your breath. Everything changes through awareness. So you're aware and very gently and easily just check. Am I breathing in through the nose? Am I exhaling through the nose? If you're not, make that shift. Relaxing even deeper and deeper. We're going to put our fingers on our head, our thumbs by our ears, concentrating on the point between the eyebrows, drawing in air deeply through the nose, exhaling with a hum, not with the mouth open. Sink into the vibration. And when you're ready, first breath. Enjoy that silence. Second breath, breathing in. Third breath. Keep that focus between the eyes. Fourth breath. Last breath. And then sit in silence afterwards. Keep your focus on that third eye. Allow the vibrations from that breath to just settle you and settle you and settle you. We're going to do 10 rounds. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4, slight pause, exhale for a count of 6, slight pause. We're going to begin now, breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment longer. Allow the entirety of the breath work to just settle. That you've created a magical, sacred place just using your breath, entering deeply into that parasympathetic nervous state, rest and digest. But when you're ready, open your eyes. One boy says, I needed this after sitting behind someone going 20 and a 40 back home. Driving stressful. Chris says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Chris. And we get unicorn and hearts and rainbows. Thank you, Lucy. Tina says, I feel incredible and so relaxed. Thank you, Yogi Eric. You're welcome. Namer says, perfect, Yogi. The vibration causes a sort of relaxation, I noticed. Yes, the focus is less on the sound and more on the vibration, and then staying in that space that the vibration creates. Chris says it's so relaxing. Not only that, one runner boy says I did end up passing them. It's dangerous going 20 and 40, in my opinion. Going slow can be fairly dangerous. Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, hey, Yogi. Says hi to Chris. Um, Breathwork literally changes your mind. Willa says, thank you, Yogi. The one thing I have to say is I did have to turn the sound down low so I could hear my voice. And then I turned up after that breath. I do think it will ever be one I like. You don't think? Everyone says, I've been doing scalp head massage every night, Yogi. It's relaxing too. It's supposed to be very good for the hair follicles as well. Who says, I mean, it wasn't the worst, but not the best breath, in my opinion. Gotcha. Emma says, I agree, Yoda. I much prefer 478 breath. Hey, Walters. How are you, my friend? Walters says, hello, friends. Nice to see you. Now, one thing, even if it's not your favorite breath, the production of nitrous oxide does wonders for overall relaxation, overall reduction of stress, as well as anxiety. It's heart healthy. It's great for athletes because it helps you recover. Runner Boy says, I prefer the 1 hour out than 1 hour in breath. You'll have to teach us that sometime, Runner Boy. Of course, Runner Boy is an advanced yogi. The only reason he calls himself Runner Boy is because Yogi Boy just didn't sound exactly right. Will says, same nightmare. My favorite is the cat breath, Veda breath. I know that there's a real name for it, but I call it that. Whatever name works. Cena says, I must say, I usually do breath work before I do my tarot card readings, but there's something really powerful about hearing Yogi's voice through a guided meditation. Plus, doing it as a collective, the energy is high. Agreed about the collective, 100%. Well, says, I couldn't relax as much as normal. What it says, you can only do that breath once Yogi gets so hard. Do you know some of the breathing that we do? We slow the breath down, especially when we're doing like 4 and 8 with breath retentions. Like when I'm doing my anulum vilome, which is alternate nostril breathing, do a quick 1 round. This is the Vishnু Mudra. You breathe through both nostrils, and then you exhale through one. Then you breathe through one, hold, exhale through the other, in through that one, hold, exhale through the other. And I do breathing in for 5, holding for 20, exhaling for 10, and then repeat. That's 1 round. Awesome breath. Sniper says, Eric, the breath guide. So that is about 1.5 breaths per minute. I liken that to turtle breathing because it slows the respiratory rate down so low. We're de-aging ourselves. So I'm going to do just a demonstration of 1 round. I breathe in. such a powerful, relaxing breath. Hey, Praveen, my friend, how are you? Um, it's a little difficult breath to teach, but we can try it. I did teach Brian White. Um, you start off breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4. Then you go to 4, 4, 8, and then 4, 8, 8, and you work your way up from there. One of says, I used to do 30 minutes of Wim Hof breathing every night. It felt good. Not a great breath to do at night because it is a sympathetic breath, meaning it puts you in the sympathetic nervous state, which is the fight and flight. Nightmare says, spot on, Celine. Yogi's voice, guiding meditation definitely makes it better. So you forgot the A. I'm not the only one who's forgotten the A. Willow says, oh, Yogi, I should see you in the morning before I go and swim in the morning. That's what I do in the morning normally if I do miss your lives. That's why I thought I told you, but I might forget. Gotcha. I look forward to that. Willow says, or when you ended your live stream. Cena says, no hard feelings, nightmare. She slid that in there. Whatever says, I think I got up to a 4-minute breath hold. Wow, that's awesome. On the half breathing at one point. I dabbled in that just a little bit. How are you, Praveen? Praveen, what's new with you? Willis says, but that's why I miss your lives. But on weekends, they go a bit later because they normally, all the young children and all that go to the younger pool. So I just normally have a nice swim on Saturdays. Awesome. Willis says, have to try that breath sometime, Yogi. Yes, remind me tomorrow, and we will. I'll go through it. If anyone connects with me on wherever, email, I can send you. I have a video in my playlist on my channel guiding everyone through it. Willis says, yeah, I do that every morning and night. Just to keep my mind working through the day. It's good. Willis says, what breath did you say try in the morning? In the morning, we could do the breath of fire. Breath of fire is similar to what Runner Boy was talking about, Wim Hof breathing, except he very often leads people breathing through the mouth. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says, smash like and got you tabbed in, Bill. Thank you, my friend. Hey, you guys subscribe to Kayla, Bill? I mentioned this before. Kayla, because of Kayla, I instituted the Kayla Boo policy. When I see Kayla in the morning live streaming, she comes up on my desktop and she stays up and playing until she's done, however long that might be. It started with Kayla. I've extended it to other people. If I see Tandra live, if I see Chris live, I'll leave them up and they'll play through. Sipper says, hey again, Jamie Brown. Had a good stream. Jamie's been on a roll on his live streams lately. Nightmare says, hey, Kayla. Hey, the Stardashians are here. How are you, my friend? Says, hello, Eric. How you doing? I'm doing well. Gonna wrap things up. Just a few minutes. So yeah, the breath of fire is an invigorating breath. It uh, increases oxygen flow throughout the entire body, improves digestion, it improves concentration, it wakes us up. But it's a sympathetic breath, produces just the right amount of cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine, just the right amount to get us up and ready for the day. We don't want to do it in the evening because with that, I mean, we could if we needed energy, but there's little point if you don't need the energy because it's not going to help you sleep. You're not going to be jittery when you do it, but it puts you slightly into that fight and flight mode. Willis says, "Yeah, I might head to bed soon, Yogi." Me too. Thank you, Praveen. Praveen, I haven't seen any shorts from you lately. Is that just, did I miss it, or have you not put one out? Have you been too busy? Hey, Evan. Okay, I see you got a couple new ones. I will spend some time there right after we end the live stream. Everyone is saying hi. Will says, yeah, all right, I will try to do that tomorrow. It's a unique breath. Jimmy says, had a nightmare. Chris says, had a fact and star. Sebastian says, had a nature. Will says, all right, we'll try that breath work tomorrow. Sounds fun. It is a fun breath. DC says, had a facts. What's up, Evan? How is everything? Hey, Adam. Adam says, so everyone, sweating and smiling is here. David says, very, very busy schedule, sir, nowadays. Understood, my friend. Just to let you know, we're always thinking about you. Well, it says, if you want to see my rubbish drawing, it's posted some today, Yogi. And who else wants to see them? If you want, no pressure. I do want to see them. And I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet good money, hard cash, or maybe a check, that they are not rubbish. So Ashton says, all right, Eric, just wanted to come by and say hello. Have a good night. You too, my friend. Thank you for coming in. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up. Pete says, not able to make shorts nowadays. Well, I hope your schedule lightens up just a bit. I've seen your drawings before. You're very talented. So it says, Yoda, stop negative self-talk. And she drops Yoda's channel. Thank you, Selena. She says, I'm not just saying I hate my drawings. But do you love to draw? That's the important thing. Hey, Captain Kirk, thank you so much. Captain Kirk's become a member. Basic support. Much appreciated, my friend. Well, says, glad my friend Yogi. Have a good night. I'll have a good night, my friends. You too. Lucy says, night, Yogi, Eric, and everyone. Kat says, I'm a weird to you, my friend. Hey, Kat. Congratulations on full time. Well, it says she doesn't know. Let's talk about this tomorrow. Neymar says, I agree with Selena, Yoda. You must try to believe in yourself more, my friend. Very appreciative, Captain Kirk. If I have time tomorrow, maybe I'll do another Course in Miracle talk on members only. Selena says, thank you, Yogi Eric. Thank you, Selena. Nightmare says, thanks for the stream, sir. Good night, all. Good night, Nightmare. Count Jack says, thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Yoda says, take care, night all. Good night, Sniper. If you're still hanging out, have a good night, my friend. Evan, if you're still here, Runner Boy. I know you're going to do a loop soon. Jamie Brown, Carl, I think Carl probably went to bed. However, I always appreciate you stopping by, Carl. Praveen, my friend, be safe. We will see more of you when things calm down a bit. And Caleb Boo, thank you for stopping in. Lucy, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Adam was here, very much appreciated. Stardashians, and I believe we had a few more people pop in, right? Jonathan says, really want to do something? Hey, Jonathan, you can always leave a comment on one of my shorts. You could always ask me something here. I promise you my email is up there. Evan says, hey, Eric, have a good night, bro. You too, Evan. Thank you. Yeah, multiple ways of reaching out, my friend, Jonathan. But I would suggest you seem to be driving yourself a bit crazy. I don't judge. Don't get upset. Everything's cool. You are cool. So I hope that helps. Chris says, have a great evening. You too, Chris. All right, guys. I'll see everyone tomorrow. If you're around at 5 a.m., I'll be live streaming. Take care, guys. Jonathan says 219. Don't know what that means.